Hey guys, Happy New Year! Welcome to 2025, the first reading of this year. I thought I should make it career themed because the growing energy of the new moon cycle began in Capricorn as the year crossed over. So Capricorn is about money, it's about business, it's about work. And because some of you have been leaving me comments, Lexi, please do a career reading, I thought I would oblige. So here it is, a career type of reading. You're welcome. I love you. See you at your pile. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. Welcome to a Tarot and Oracle pick-a-card reading in which I'm going to provide you with a clear answer to the question, what to expect next in your work. Welcome friends, welcome new subscribers, returning subscribers. It's such a pleasure to have you here with me for the first pick-a-card reading of 2025. Let's make it a really wonderful year. It will be on some level a year of intense changes, revolutionary, chaotic social outcomes, but you know, it's up to us, to our individual little world, to see how we maintain some form of stability, creativity, and productivity, even if the times are changing. It is my hope and my belief that each one of you beautiful souls are going to have a really blessed year in terms of work and on your professional path. So I'm really curious to find out the details of this growth, transition, and maybe even reconsideration at work. I selected for you the Eight of Pentacles card from 4 different tarot decks. So you have a choice of not only 4 different Eight of Pentacle cards, but also 4 different tarot decks. Let me introduce to you the options that I have placed before me. So for you, group 1, if you feel drawn towards this card, you need to know that this is the Eight of Pentacles or the Eight of Coins from the Unfolding Path Tarot. It shows a ballerina training to dance. Now for you, group 2, we have the Eight of Pentacles card from the Mermaid Tarot. It is absolutely gorgeous. It shows people, plants, fairies, pets coming together to help what seems to be like the goddess of the river. Now, we also have here for you, group 3, from the gorgeous Light-seer Tarot, this Eight of Pentacles cards, which seems to show a woman, potentially a practicing light worker, a witch, working at her divinatory table, crafting potions, spells, and making candle work. And for you, group 4, we have the Eight of Pentacles from the Cirque du Tarot. It's one of my favorite tarot decks, combining circus with tarot. I mean, you get the best of both worlds, right? And this Eight of Pentacles shows a massive forge and people who seem to be mechanically adding to this forge in order to create the perfect minted gold coin. So whichever energies, maybe colors, maybe the placements of the cards, maybe you are drawn towards a specific tarot deck, but whichever one pulls you in the most, I would highly recommend that you go by that. You may like the image on one of the decks, but your gut is saying, no, go for the other one. Go with your gut. It's always a good decision to go with your gut in life, in love, at work, in your creative choices. Always go with your gut. Even on your spiritual path, to be honest. The Eight of Pentacles was a card I selected because, as you guys know, in the Minor Arcana, it represents the card of hard work that promises sure rewards. So if you put in the work, you get wonderful results, which I hope is going to be the strategy that we will also adopt in 2025. Let our work not be in vain. Let everything that we put as effort into the collective be rewarded and come towards us tenfold. This is my hope and that is my intention. Thank you so much, lovely soul family, for being with me, for sticking it throughout the years. I began 2025 on such a beautiful, peaceful note, and I hope to be able to maintain consistency this year. This is my challenge, to be really consistent in spite of changes and all sorts of other havocy things or interferences. And I'm going to do my best to be here for you guys. Also, if you want to get in touch with me for personal readings, you need to know that whoa, okay, that was my belly. I'm a little bit hungry, but it's good. It's good to be hungry. It's good to be hungry in terms of being ambitious for work, right, guys? But what I wanted to say is that from the 1st of January, in order to adapt my prices to rising inflation, I had to bump them up a little bit. I hope that it's okay. It's still incredibly affordable compared to other tarot readers and astrologers out there. I am maintaining my prices on the affordable scales, and I really hope that you guys will consider getting a personal reading with me. I've been getting really wonderful feedback from you, my loves. I've been working with clients for 4 years already, and it's been wonderful to see the personal evolutions of the people that have come to me for help. You know what they say, sometimes you can't help yourself, but you do wonders helping other people. And I hope this has been the case, at least with me. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that you have made your choice. Have a look at all the links that I placed for you in the description box below. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on my video. Please hang around. I'm sure that you will find something meaningful that you will enjoy. And with all this being said, then let's just get straight into it. And let's find out, what can you expect next at work? Hi, Group 1. Hello, darlings. Welcome to the first pick a card reading of 2025. I hope you're doing well and that you enter the year properly. So let's find out, what can you expect next at work? This is a reading for those of you that were drawn to the 7 of, the 7. 7 is an important date for you already. 7th of January, 7th of February, 7th of March. But the 8 of Coins from the Unfolding Path Tarot. Okay, so let's see. Some of you could be dancers who are drawn to the image because you may be training for a competition. Maybe you work in the fields of sports, regenerative medicine, I'm hearing, physiotherapy, physiology. It's like you're getting ready to pass an examination in that specific field that requires your physical involvement. Others of you are gearing up for a triathlon, or you're trying to run a marathon for charity. Okay, so I'm going to show you first the oracles, and then I'm going to pull the tarot cards for you from the Unfolding Path Tarot. We have here summer, expansion and growth. A lot of confidence, Leo energy, the month of August. We also have here Osprey. Your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. So you're going to win something. There's an ambitious plan of yours at work that is going to pay off. It may require some revisions. I think that the upcoming Mercury and Venus retrograde in the month of March and April of 2025 are going to be really important for you to revise some details before you launch something. We also have here the porcupine and anemone. We have here boundaries. It's going to be quite a challenge to say no, but you're going to have to do it. If you want to achieve something in your career, you have to make space, time, and preserve your energy for what's important. And then I also have here between worlds. Yeah, 1 foot in the past, 1 foot towards the future. This is basically the whole theme of 2025. It's a year in which we will be feeling the forces of progress, but then we may be slapped back to the drawing board because we need to change certain aspects. Okay, so I can already see that you are going to change jobs. What can you expect next in your career? A change of jobs towards something that is clearly much better. Yeah, something that will bring this energy of light and expansion and growth, and even a better income as well. For some of you, you are just about to graduate, or you are going to pass your exams in the end of winter, beginning of spring, and then you'll graduate, and then you're gonna have to join the big leagues, go out there into the brave big world and get a job. I'm making it sound more dramatic than it is. But yeah, it is a challenge. Your first job after you graduate can be a nerve-wracking endeavor, but you can succeed at it, you know. Many people have. So let's see right now the Unfolding Path Tarot. Tarot for Group 1. Okay, so what we have here is the Hermit, Virgo energy. A lot of intense study before you launch something into the collective. I also see here the Emperor. You need to take charge of your project, of your work, of doing a lot of research, gathering facts. looking at all the rules, the regulations, the details. I also see here 6 of Cups. The past is going to fuel you in terms of projects, ideas. You'll see a lot of symbols and a lot of important details about what you need to achieve at work in your dreams. Some of you need to understand that you can only study so much before you actually need to allow your unconscious mind to also process what you have been studying. So there is a period in which you cram in a lot of data in your mind, and then you need to kind of like rest, detach, and allow it to create associations in your mind so that you can be really well prepared for exams or entry board examinations, certifications, writing a dissertation. A connection to the past, the mother, the ancestors, the home, the homeland will be important. Some of you are gonna retreat into your home to write, to prepare something important for work. It could be that you may take 2 months away from the university if you're a student and live at home with your parents to finish writing your dissertation. But if you are a person that is in between jobs for about 2 months, you may live off your income, your savings, the income from the past, in order to prepare your CV, prepare your resume, to apply for a better paid job, to brush off on certain important details that may have been glossed over in the past and did not give you like the necessary things that you needed to have to impress other people. Impressing is going to be a really important word. We have another 6. Yeah. So you got the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. So this is very beautiful energy. I love to see these cards because one of them talks about peacefulness, negotiations that will lead towards a really good outcome. The other one talks about nostalgia, connecting to somebody with through memories, having things in common. The 6 of Cups is I share things in common with you. We understand each other at an emotional level. We come from the same background. We speak the same language. We had the same upbringing, the same ancestors, cultural ideologies. There is something here about nationalism, so be careful. If you work in politics, you may be drawn towards nationalist slogans, nationalist groups. You could be feeling this fierce sense of pride and, yeah, I belong to this country and I'm going to do my best to defend it. But be careful that you don't slide into extremes, okay? Extremes are never okay. Extremes are always showing an imbalance in the soul, in the mind, in the thought, and everything. So I definitely see that you will have more luck at work. I definitely see here that you are going to prepare to make a transition. Yeah. For some of you, this will be a job change. For others of you, graduating and then beginning a new job. You're moving definitely from something that felt gray and oppressive and heavy towards something that is more calm and peaceful and settled. More order is coming into your life. By the summertime, I feel like this transition will be complete and you'll be quite happy with it. I also see that you will have to have a lot of confidence. You're going to need to believe what you say. Whether you're sustaining an oral examination, whether you're having a job interview, you need to impress people with how much you want that job, how much you have studied and prepared for something. You need to be your own best advocate. Nobody else is going to do it for you unless you do it. You may be challenged. Your sense of self-esteem could be a little bit lowered. Your sense of confidence could be lowered, mostly because you don't trust your competence. Because I feel like you will be unnecessarily comparing yourself with other people, and you may find yourself lacking, coming up short. But you're not. You have to believe that all that time, effort, energy spent into you transitioning into a better job, into you finishing your degree and getting a job, it was well worth it. You have to appreciate that your time is important, your energy matters. Whatever you chose to focus on, well, that's your baby, that's your, you gave birth to something, you created something out of nothing. So your success is at hand. You have to be just bold enough to grab it, In 2025, Saturn is going to move from Pisces into Aries. So there will be some limits related to your capacity to feel confident and to feel like you are unique from other people. But you need to persevere and not give up, even if the competition is fierce for a specific job or for a specific piece of training, for an allocated spot. It doesn't matter. You just need to believe in yourself and go for it. Who cares how many people applied for the same job? Who cares how fierce the competition is? Go and do it and give your best performance ever. And then at least if you get rejected, which won't happen, but just let's play the devil's advocate for a second here. If you get rejected, at least you know that you did your best. At least you will live with the consciousness of, hey, I put my heart and soul into this. If they didn't get me, then maybe it wasn't meant to be. You know, maybe another person was supposed to have that role. I'm gonna move on to something better. But it is better to go all in on something and then to not have regrets because you held back, than to hold back and then to just punch yourself in the head going like, why didn't I impress them more? Why didn't I showcase everything I knew? Why didn't I just defend myself harder, right? Advertise myself stronger. Let people know, hey, look, me, I'm the best person for this job, okay? I'm the person you need. Let me tell you why, okay? I'm gonna blow your mind. You have to carry yourself with the confidence of like an upper middle class man. It's like, you're the best person in the room. Play competitors that, you know, put your cigar ash to the side. I'm joking, of course. That was actually a line that I saw on somebody's t-shirt, or was it a tote bag at some point? But there is some truth to cliches, you know? You are definitely going to feel that whatever situation you are in at the moment, maybe when you watch this video, if you watch it when I release it, it will be at the beginning of 2025. And I feel like a lot of you are still in preparation mode. I feel like a lot of you are in this hermit energy. You're like cramming in for exams, or you're kind of isolated. You're working on things behind the scenes, ready to launch. And there is a sense of anxiety, that sense of anxiety that is not necessarily toxic, but it's an anxiety of, oh, okay, I'm working on this thing. I really enjoy it, but will other people like it? Will they believe it? Will they use it? You know, is what I'm creating helpful in some way? Are they going to take it apart? You know, that anxiety that you have when you create something and you know that it will be scrutinized by other people. Yeah. So I feel like you begin the year with this energy. And 6 months down the line, because we have here 6, or on the 6th of the month, the 6th month is also June. By June, you will already have calmed down in this whole process. You will know what you are relying upon. You will know how the public has received your work. You will know how other people have, I don't think they have valued you, not necessarily how they rate you. Yeah. You will get results, you will get classification, you will get exam tests back. It will be clear for you by then, okay? And I feel like there will be a sense of calm, peace. And even if you, let's say, fail, which again, I don't think it's going to happen, but let's choose the worst case scenario, you are still going to feel optimistic for the fact that you tried. And you're still going to feel the sense of, well, okay, let's expand my horizon, let's look for something else. You will know that you're a hard worker. You will have gained this energy. It's like my cat Noah is there in the background. You will gain the sense of energy of, hey, you know what? I'm a pretty awesome person. I prepared. I was brave enough to show up. You know, I ticked all, what was it? Dot the I's and cross the T's. That expression eluded me for a second. But yeah, you know, you did your best. Like a bee flying through the Alps, right? You gave it your best, and your best is actually going to take you where you need to be. So fearlessly go ahead. I see a big transition coming your way. I see a wonderful outcome. All you need to do is to have more faith in yourself, okay? Don't mess this up by just going in and giving 50%. Don't sleep on the job interview. Try not to go there and be like wishy-washy or sound dispassionate or like you don't care. You need to leave these games behind. You need to show people that you actually care. Because if you show that you care, success is guaranteed. Okay, this is the reading that I had for you, Group 1. It's kind of short and sweet because the message was very direct. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to get in touch with me for a personal reading, check the links that I placed for you underneath this video and explore. I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey Group 2, hello. Welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic of what's coming up next at work. What can you expect? So thank you for being here. I hope you had a good entry into the new year. This is for those of you who are drawn to the 8 of Coins card from the Mermaid Tarot. Hello, my sweet Neptune and Saturn in Pisces afflicted peeps. So I'm trying to be down with the kids by saying peeps, but it's not usually something I would say. Anyway, you are drawn to the Mermaid Tarot. There is a sense of you are quite artistic, creative, spiritual, and you're wondering how are you going to make a living out of this in such a chaotic, changeable landscape. Well, I'm here to let you know that this year you are actually going to see the fruits of all of the hard work you have endured this far. Because if you have been focused on your vision, if you have had a plan in mind and have struggled to really implement it, or you worked but you saw no results, people were very mean to you, and you still pushed through, you showed determination and grit, well, I'm here to let you know that very soon you are going to see the fruits of your labor. An improved income, a better working environment, maybe you may even get an office or a space for yourself, like decorated in such a way that you have all of the things that you need, all the tools, all the materials that you need, and nobody's bothering you, so you get creative freedom and time and space and silence. There is the vibration here of a person that really enjoys working alone, working in silence, working maybe in a laboratory, in a paint room, in a photography dark room, somebody that works with a camera, somebody that edits, an individual that just enjoys working focused in solitude on something that is being created newly. So this is not about rehashing big data. This is not about processing data from other people. This is about you creating something new from blank. Yeah. So I see that the majority of you are going to be involved in work that involves creating from scratch. You may be writing a book, a report, an essay, poetry. You could be designing a game, you could be painting a picture, sculpting, designing something, a new collection of clothes, perhaps jewelry. Some of you could be drawing your own tarot decks, tarot or oracle decks. You may be involved in some sort of spiritual creative pursuit. You could be creating a conference, a place where people can come together and discuss ideas. You could be heavily involved in the decoration of the poster and how things are going to look like for your guests. Some of you are creating a book. You're actually cutting things out and preparing it like a pop-up book or like something that is very colorful, maybe a children's book. Others of you are writing fairy tales or dark romance fantasies. I just see here a very creative group. So if you're drawn to this group, most likely this is you. If not, try any of the other 3 groups in this reading. Okay, before I dive into your tarot cards, let's see what oracle cards you got. We have here Basil, prosperity, luck, and love. So funny thing is that I actually entered New Year's eating some sauteed mushrooms with butters and some basil on top of them. And it was one of the most delicious, simple things that I had. And I wanted it to be a year that is grounding, the mushrooms, that is creamy and flexible, the butter, right? That goes smoothly, and basil that is filled with fresh opportunities, prosperity, chances to grow an income, chances to grow a business, chances to literally grow plants and herbs. So I see the same thing for you. Not that you had to eat mushrooms when the year struck 12, right? No, this is about opportunities are going to appear in your life. So if you feel that the year begins and everything is silent and steady, wait for it, because I feel like in a couple of days, 5 days from the moment when you see this reading, or up to 5 weeks maximum, you are going to hear from people. The phone will start ringing, the inbox is going to fill up. So make sure that you have cleared your spam, that you have cleared your inbox, that you have enough bandwidth so that you receive the messages, that they don't get redirected to the trash bin. So it's really important to be a little bit patient, not necessarily to hold your breath on this one, but have faith. Have faith that things are going to work out. You're just still resting, still smoothly transitioning from 2024 to 2025. And then all of a sudden you'll be flooded with offers. You are going to need to practice some discernment because the next card, yeah, you got 2 cards from this deck. We see here salt, protection, banishing evil and negativity. So you're going to have to be very careful because a lot of opportunities are coming towards you. You have quite an attractive energy helping you at work. It could be the transit of the planet Jupiter pulling in a lot of attention, but not all of these opportunities will be good. Some of them are going to be treacherous. Some of them will come with a shady work contract, shady work hours, compensation that appears initially but then disappears once you begin the job. Read the fine print as well, because you don't want to get into some sort of legal entanglements with people just because you rushed into the first offer that was given to you. Take your time, opportunities will come, many of them, so you will be spoiled for choice, and you need to be very careful in analyzing these opportunities and to go for something that really fits with you, that really feels this is a right fit, this is a good fit for me, not for the first thing that comes because you're desperate. Because I see that you are not going to be placed in a situation where you will get just one job offer and it's an offer you can't refuse and you take it because there's nothing else and that's it, you're stuck with that. No, you will have at least 3 to 5, I'm hearing 6. So from minimum 3, maximum 6 offers coming your way. And I feel very strongly that you need to be careful to also be in a good vibration. Say your affirmations, clean yourself with salt in your shower gel, and just put some salt crystals in the shower gel when you wash your body each day. Make sure that you drink a lot of water, that you're well rested, so that you are at a high vibration. Because when these opportunities come your way, you're going to have to use your intuition, use your discernment, combine the two, reason with logic, and you will need to be in alignment in order to do so. Because if you're going to be like incredibly fearful, if you are going to consume a lot of toxic things like smoking, drinking, eating a lot of meat, this is only going to take you out of alignment and you will make a bad decision. Yeah, so be careful. I can tell you something similar happened to me. I completely disregarded my body, made a decision, and now I regret it. I've been living with this mistake for 2 years. So be careful. Getting into alignment is a real thing. Manifesting magic and positive outcomes also is something that happens, okay? It's not just woo-ha. We also have here the parrot. And the parrot story is let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. Yeah, this goes hand in hand with what I was just saying about cleansing your aura, vibing high, believing in yourself, and stop asking your mother, your father, your friends, your mentors for a second opinion. You don't need a second opinion. You just need to listen to what goes on inside of yourself. Does this feel right? Yes? No? The decision should be easy. Although I know that listening to your inner voice requires a lot of practice. We have here paused. You will have a very balanced outcome. I feel that all in all, you're going to make a really good decision. I feel that the number 48 is really important. 48 hours from the moment when you watch this reading, maybe you will receive your first offer. I feel that, as I said, if you are in alignment, you are going to make a balanced decision. The outcome is going to be pleasing. It's going to be harmonious. You're going to feel like, this is a good fit. I feel comfortable, And then we also have the owl and hop, wisdom. Hop is an ingredient that you use in making beer. I think it's in pale ale, if I'm not mistaken. And the owl is a very wise night person. You may even get a job to work the night shift, or you would be more comfortable working at nighttime, like myself, for example, or a lot of people that have to do phone calls with people from other territories, from other countries, and they have that time lag, so they have to wake up at 2 in the morning in order to talk to somebody that is fresh up and early at 7 in America, for example. In Romania it would be like 2 in the morning. In America it would be like 7 in the morning, depending where you are. But yeah, there could be a meridian issue there. You may need to talk to clients from other countries. You may need to work at night. But I have a feeling it's going to be something that you will enjoy. It's going to be quite pleasant. It will be relaxed. You will feel in your element. You will have a lot of communication strategies. You will improve your communication. You will give good advice. People will come to you for advice. And now, all this being said, let me pull your Eight of Coins back into the deck and let's see what the Tarot has to say about what you can expect next. You got a lot of messages from the Oracle cards. Group 1 got them from the Tarot. What can Group 2 expect? A project will take off the ground. If you have your own business, if you're working on a creative endeavor, it will take off the ground come May. So in May, in the month of May, the 5th month of the year. Yeah, okay, so you ready? We have here the Strength card, Leo energy, the whale. What a beautiful, beautiful animal. So what we see here is that you have to withstand peer pressure, okay? I'm kind of sorry to tell you this, but there will be people trying to change your mind, trying to dissuade you from making a decision that could be good for you. You are going to have to prioritize your inner gut feeling over and above the advice that you get from well-meaning parents or friends or people around you. Go by what you feel is correct and right. This is a test. If you fail this, you may be stuck in a very painful, weird, uncomfortable, work-related situation with an income that is not going to please you. But if you honor yourself, it's almost like the divine will say, I see that you trust yourself. Here is your reward. Keep in mind, Saturn will be in Aries in 2025, and these are tests related to our capacity to be individualistic, to trust ourselves, to have confidence. We have here the Four of Swords. Being calm and cool as a cucumber is going to be really important. If you have emotions that are out of whack, try to get some herbal supplements or talk to a doctor to see what kind of medicine you may need to take in order to calm down those passionate feelings, that anxiety that may overwhelm you. Being cool, calm, and collected, well rested, is going to mean the world in the outcome of your creative project, in the launch of your business, in the way in which people perceive you as well, because you're going to have to impress some people because your face and your name will be associated with the product, with the creative endeavor, with the business. Yeah. And we also see here the Five of Wands. There may be some people that will try to bring conflict into your life. Some people that will tell you, no, you shouldn't do this. You should do it as I say. Or if you're going to do this, I'm going to take you to court. Or they're going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to like bring all this passionate fire while you are cool and calm as a cucumber. But eventually you will win, because look at the heaviness of this image compared to this one. Fire cools down immediately, and what remains is this really big, heavy slob of ice that tempers down the fire of all of these chaotic individuals. Yeah. So the more calm, chill, and centered you are, the least reactive you are. So try not to react to all of these small jabs and like small arrows of jealousy and conflict that people throw at you. People are just going to see you as a creative force, a powerhouse, and they're going to try to kind of like attack you because they will be feeling like they don't have anything that gives their life purpose, that they're excited about. So you're going to have to really stand your ground, and your determination will be rewarded. I feel very strongly that your strength is going to not only leave you with a great outcome in terms of the product you're launching, the business you're launching, the creative output you're putting out there, but it will also give you a sense of inner strength, like I did this. All the naysayers, all the people that came at me, you are all wrong and I'm right. So this is going to give you like such a boost in your self-esteem, and you don't want to miss out on that. I promise you, self-esteem that comes from you putting a lot of hard work into making a dream come true and then seeing it come true is a constantly replenishing fountain of like sense of value and personal self-worth. I felt the same after I finished my PhD. It was one of the hardest things I did in my life, but I was like continuously happy for 9 months after that. It was ridiculous. Every time I would think about that endeavor, I would just be like, stupid smile on my face, you know? It's like, I did it, I did, oh my God, I did it. And I was about to quit it 3 times already. So stay determined, stay the course, and you will be rewarded, okay? And I'm not going to make this reading too long because I want to balance it out with the previous reading from group 1. Thank you so much for listening. You're going to do amazing as long as you trust yourself and your inner guidance, yeah? Don't trust the naysayers. They are just out to get you because of, well, their own personal issues. Thank you for listening. Please have a look at all the links that I placed for you in the description box below. If you want to get in touch with me for a personal reading, I'd love to help you on your specific issue. Keep in mind, this is general, yeah? So I would love to give you like a personal tete-a-tete. But if this is where I leave you, then thank you for listening. Take great care of yourself in the meantime, and I'll see you in my next one. Hi group 3, hello beautiful souls, welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic, what can you expect next at work? This is going to be a professional reading, and this is for those of you who are drawn to the Light-seer's 8 of Coins or 8 of Pentacles. So this shows a practicing witch, potentially a light worker, a herbalist, an occult herbalist, doing her thing, creating potions, designing runes, just creating all sorts of spiritual materials. I wanted to put her to the side. Oh, there's a split, a separation. You want to detach from something at work. Yeah, there's a chasm. I think you're thinking about changing professions. Not necessarily changing jobs, but changing professions. So like doing something completely different than what you have been doing so far. I have already started mixing the tarot, so we're just going to go with this. I wanted to show you the oracle cards first, but the tarot really wants to speak in your case. Oh my goodness, it's like the Hermit card appeared again. It appeared for group 2, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of Virgo energy, hard work. A lot of people feeling like they need to really put effort this period at work. They may not be seeing themselves as important or efficient. Could be some issues here related to feeling neglected, not being seen as important. Oh, okay. Okay, let me show you the cards. So it's important to keep in mind that if you're watching this when I release the video, this will be at the beginning of 2025, just 10 days away from the South Node and the North Node shifting from the Libra and Aries axis into the axis of work, service, diseases, unconditional love, and sacrifice, Pisces and Virgo. So it could be that this is why we're getting the Hermit card so strongly. So the Hermit is about working in solitude, putting your head to the grindstone, burning the midnight oil, doing work that is extensive and exhaustive. It can be quite detailed. You need to comb through a lot of data. You need to look at a lot of different details. It's like a symphony of little things that need to fall into place so the big picture looks perfect. You may be putting a lot of pressure on yourself to finish something, to complete. You may be doing some research. I feel some of you are finishing book chapters or some sort of proposal. Some of you are applying for grants. Some of you that work in the university environment especially. Others of you work in the medical fields, in the healing professions. It can be anything from, trained neurosurgeon to certified doula. There is a wide variety of healers out there. I'm hearing certifications. Some of you are really worried about not really getting the appropriate registration or given the license to practice. So you're going to be doing your best to get that, to achieve some sort of solid recognition that you are a professional in your field and that you deserve to receive some sort of bursary or compensation from the government because of that. I also see here the 7 of Swords, the card of a thief in broad daylight, yeah? And you see the crow, the menacing cawing of the crow. It's like danger. Somebody's trying to steal your ideas. Danger. Somebody's trying to
snatch money, resources from you. Yeah. This to me represents two different things. A colleague that you are in competition with that may steal your ideas. So be careful about whom you talk to, about what things you release out there before your work is done and ready and has been patented and has been published and released in an official way. Keep your thoughts to yourself. It's actually good to be secretive. And I kind of stuttered. So somebody with a stutter, somebody that's stammering over words, somebody who looks shy and adorable, but is actually a fierce competitor of yours, a frenemy. A colleague who pretends to be kind and nice and shy, but is actually a jackal, somebody that just takes ideas and runs with it, or takes funding, takes income. A lot of competition, hidden competition, secret feelings of jealousy and envy. Whoa. Yeah, I'm kind of getting this. Maybe you're here from group 2 as well. But look, we have the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. The Six of Cups appeared again in a different group. So yeah, the past, nostalgia, a feeling of having arrived, having made it. You are part of a group of people that you've always wanted to be part of, and you are finally going to receive the recognition. Six of Cups is also about roots. It reminds me of the star sign Cancer. So it's about protecting what you have, keeping it close to the chest, and only releasing it when it is ready to face the world. So what you have been heavily working on needs to be protected. And especially be mindful of copyright attacks. Yeah, be mindful as well of stealing other people's work, because in a very low energy, this Seven of Swords could also be your energy. If you feel like your back is pressed against the wall and you can't come up with something very fast, you could be tempted to take another colleague's work or results. Although I'm pretty sure that in my soul family there are a lot of high vibrational beings and you wouldn't do that. But just be mindful that you are not perceived as a thief. Yeah. There could be some problems here with reputation, somebody trying to taint your reputation so that they can steal from you shamelessly and then say, well, what can you do? You're a bad person. Of course, I stole that idea from you. So that they could get away with it without any kind of reprimand, because if they pigeonhole you, if they make you a scapegoat, then it's your fault, it's your problem, you're a bad person. So they can be excused. I hope that makes sense. But eventually there will be victory. The Four of Wands does talk about groundedness. I also feel that a lot of you are going to switch working from an office to working from home. You may be tired of going to the office, seeing the same people. Commuting could become a problem in this period. You may want to save up some money by getting a job from home. It could also be that you're starting a family and you may go on maternity or paternity leave in the coming period. And this is going to make you very happy because you'll have a lot of time to spend with your pets, with your children, with your beloved. It's still a lot of work because the act of caring for someone vulnerable than you does require a lot of effort and patience and a lot of affection. So it's still work, but it's more like homework, private work, usually unpaid work that has emotional dividends, if that makes sense. But I do see that you will be enjoying more time at home. I do feel that you will enjoy exploring options at work. And even as I felt it at the beginning, you could be exploring a different career path. If you have been working in IT, all of a sudden you want to quit and start your own jewelry business. If you have been working in the spiritual field, maybe you want to quit that and go and join Médecins Sans Frontières, like you want to go to Yemen and help people heal after battle, after war, or in whichever other place in the world where there is a conflict at the moment. And there are so many of them, unfortunately. Hopefully Saturn in Aries is going to bring complete freeze of world's conflicts, because what has been heated up during Jupiter and Aries transit is going to be slowed down during the Saturn in Aries transit. So all this being said, let me show you the cards that you got here. Blessed, okay? What can I say? You're going to really enjoy the energy that is coming your way in your career. I also see here the goat and the willow, overcoming obstacles. Yes, yes, yes. So don't worry. Even if you have somebody that's trying to steal your ideas, even if you have to face tough competition, eventually you will succeed. Yeah, you will succeed, and it will be a battle worth fighting, something worth waiting for as well. That's what I'm hearing. You don't have to be the tough guy in this situation to win. You can be soft and just allow the divine to intervene and to take care of things for you. It's going to be a period in which we will have to put a lot of our faith in the hands of the divine with the North Node in Pisces. We're going to have to let go of control in a period in which control is going to be almost like so necessary to live. So yeah, there's a really strange dichotomy there that we're going to have to navigate, but more about the transits of the planets on my third channel, the Spiritual Cosmos. Okay, just shameless plug. Coming back to your reading, we have here Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. So I definitely feel that you have been challenged at work. Maybe you had to work for a measly income for years on end. Maybe you had some really strange work hours, some bizarre colleagues that made the work environment feel very toxic and uncomfortable. And I feel that with snow, we have here rest and contemplation. Either you will go on medical leave, maternity or paternity, paid leave, or something of that nature, holiday leave, or you will decide, you know what, I'm done with this job. I am not going to only switch jobs. I'm going to switch the area of my focus. I'm going to switch the departments. I'm going to switch focus. I'm going to switch the industry. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. There will be a temporary freezing in your career. You may need to live off your savings for a while, so start saving now. But it will be okay because the redirection will take you towards something that is going to, is going to give you this feeling. Yeah, look at this. Celebration. Feeling like you've arrived, like you belong someplace, and feeling blessed. I think it's worth it. I think a little bit of restriction, a little bit of frost, a little bit of rest and contemplation, not jumping ahead into whatever comes next, but taking your time and making a consolidated decision, a sensible one, is actually going to pay dividends. It's going to make you feel like, whoa, okay, so actually going slow is better. Does make me feel wiser and more in control, actually. So paradoxically, by not jumping into things and controlling them very quickly when you feel like things are breaking down at work and you don't know what's going to happen, you may have the tendency to first try to control the environment. It's like, no, I need to talk to my boss, I need to talk to my colleagues, we need to lock this down, I cannot lose my job right now. But what if you just take a step back and you allow things to crash and change? And you may be on leave for a period of time, not too long. I hear a moon cycle, so that would be a month from the new moon to the full moon, for example, or the full moon to the new moon. It takes about 28 days for the lunar cycle to complete. And then, once you have rested, contemplated, and allowed the divine to step in and sweep what was not working at your job, it's like you will be carried by this wind of change into a completely unexpected direction. Maybe as you're resting and contemplating, you pick up a guitar and you start writing songs. Maybe as you're resting and contemplating, you're getting weird dreams, and all of a sudden the key to your problem, the key to what you should do next at work will appear in your dream. You will get all sorts of clues and insights the more you rest. Rather than control the situation, detach from it. Trust me, this is going to represent so much for you. You will be very tempted to jump in and try to control and micromanage situations that are houses burning in a fire. Let it burn. Let it burn, because it's not your thing. I don't think it's going to be your business falling apart. For some of you, it could be that you had very few clients, things were no longer working. Detach, rest, and you will see that all of a sudden you get an opportunity to work someplace else, to do something different. Take it. jump on it. Don't be afraid. And with the benefit of hindsight, a couple of months down the road, you will be like, aha, now I understand why I had to behave like this. Now I understand why it was so important for me to detach and why things had to fall into place in this way. And you'll be glad that you did it. You'll be glad that you detached at the right moment, that you flew out of the plane and pulled your parachute cord rather than stick into the plane and crash with it. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for listening, group 3. Good luck. I feel that you are blessed. Don't worry. Even if the ground feels like shaking underneath your feet at work, you are being redirected towards something much, much better, potentially a new profession, a new occupation. So welcome it, because it's a change you needed for a very long time. Okay, thank you for listening. If you want to get in touch with me for a personal reading, check the links in the description box below that I placed for you in the comment section as well. Thank you, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Take care until then. Ciao. Hi, group 4. Hello, lovelies. Welcome to a Pick a Card Tarot and Oracle reading on the topic of what's coming up next for you at work. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the 8 of Coins or Pentacles from the Cirque du Tarot. Now, I need to tell you that something considerably more solid, more committed, more determined is coming your way. You see all this yellow and brown, warm colors. This represents confidence and stability. At work, you are going to take a step up, a leg up. There will be an opportunity for you to advance, to promote, to maybe even switch one job for another in the same department, in the same corporation. If you don't work for a corporation, this could be like you are a teacher that is training students, and all of a sudden you become a teacher for other teachers. You get a qualification, you get an improvement, something that kind of levels you up. So that's the first initial insight I got with this card. If you are drawn towards it, there is something that becomes officialized. You get a title. You may attach a couple of letters after your name or in front of it, depending on the country in which you find yourself. I'm going to put this card back and shuffle the tarot in a second, but first I want to show you the oracle cards that I have here for you. So we have here Earth, Peace, and Grounding. What was I saying? Yeah? More stability. If your work environment was chaotic, if you kept switching jobs, like one moment you were doing this, after 2 weeks you were doing the other thing, 3 months down the line nothing happened, and then you got some sort of seasonal opportunity. Well, now something solid, something with a contract in place that will not allow you that much room for movement, but it will be something that is going to get you into the habit of doing good work each day. Something with a fixed number of hours, a fixed income, a fixed location. It's just gonna feel like, okay, I know what I can rely upon. I'm no longer going to be flung from one corner to the other like I'm a leaf blowing in the wind. So this could also mean money will be consistently flowing in. Yeah, Earth energy is about finances. It's about something that I can touch, something that I can see in front of me, the material world, the 3D. And this is really important because maybe you had income that was flowing in from various streams that have dried up, right? So now it's like, what am I going to do? Well, you are going to sign a contract for an occupation that is going to be consistent. Yeah. You will also become more consistent at work. You will produce things on a regular basis. Like on a hamster wheel, but like a hamster wheel that you're excited to be on. We also have here the wolf and rose hip, guardianship. So I feel like a mentor, a boss, a person with a lot of experience is going to take you under their wing, like a protege, like a disciple. This person is going to say, don't mess with group number 4 because they're with me, okay? If you mess with them, you mess with me, and nobody wants to mess with me. So a person with considerable power, experience, a big name in your field is going to proposition you. And they'll say, work with me, I will train you. It may be a little bit difficult for a while because you may need to answer my beck and call all the time. But if you manage to pass this apprenticeship, all you want is yours at work, you know? Because you will be associated with this powerful individual. And that's going to open up a lot of doors for you. A lot of clients will come in. A lot of new contracts will come in depending on the type of occupation you're in. I'm reading here for a large collective. So some of you are going to do contractual work, you know, you open up contracts with all sorts of clients. Others of you are working in a corporation and you're going to promote, and you're going to become like the assistant to the manager, the CEO, like in The Office, right? With Dwight was the assistant to manager. Anyway, I hope you guys know the series. It's super fun. You should watch it, definitely. So I feel very strongly that there will be something quite endearing. You will love what you're going to do. You will love to work with this mentor. Rose hip energy is about banishing evil. It can be a little bit like if you ever had rose hip tea, it can be quite sour, but it's also quite fragrantly sweet and pleasant. There's a sort of like sweet aftertaste. So even if at the beginning you'll feel that the situation is like eating sour grapes, ugh, I don't like it. I don't like to be at the beck and call of this person. I want to do my own thing. I don't want to be like interconnected to this person. Eventually it's going to pay off and the rewards are going to be so sweet. So I would recommend that you put your ego to the side temporarily and you collaborate with this person, that you cooperate and work together with this individual. You could be wanting to launch your own business, but you can't do it unless you actually do first some sort of mentorship or trainship, a training with an important person in the field, an expert in the field in which you work, right? Or you may need to work on a research project with a big name in the field and you're kind of like, yeah, but I want to do my own thing. Well, you'll be able to do this. And I'm hearing something around 6 months down the line. But if you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, what is 6 months in a lifetime? I think it's a sacrifice worth making. I don't know what you say, but the cards are showing that community. You will succeed with the support of the community. And my cat's soul has just started scratching her claws. So prepare your claws, okay? Scratch them really well. Get ready, because you will be faced with a large community of experts and they're going to want to be in some way taken aback by you. And these are people that are quite skeptic. You may need to prove yourself, but with the help of this mentor, you have a really powerful ally. And you will have that halo effect, you know, the glow up that comes from being next to a person that has this power and this renown. And it will kind of contaminate you as well. And people will see you as an associate, as somebody that the community needs to take in because you are the protege of this mentor. So if an opportunity for mentorship appears at work, take it. Even if you dislike the idea of working together with somebody else, it's only temporary and it's going to really pay off. So I see here with the grouse, some of you may work in Scotland. I have here, embrace the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. In the coming period, in order to balance out the stress from work, you may need to sign up for a hobby. Painting lessons, pottery, going to see old-fashioned movies. I don't know, you just need to get into the habit of working hard and then having a hobby that you can decompress with. Maybe even playing squash or going and playing chess with friends every Saturday night. Taking long walks at weekends, you know, just to decompress, just to balance your energy out, because if you're not going to do this, it's going to be incredibly difficult to de-stress. Yeah, and you may take that stress and create conflict with this person who's actually really interested in working with you. Yeah, so be careful about, mind that ego and mind the work-life balance, please. That's going to be really important. My cat cannot stop scratching her box. But coming back to the tarot, because I said that I'm going to show you the tarot cards as well. So let's see, what does the tarot further describe? She's just resting. She just got up, scratched, fell back asleep. As you do. There's another fellow over here sleeping, and there's another fellow over there sleeping, my 3 cats. So it seems like, yeah, you're going to have to impress a couple of people, 3 at least. You're going to have to keep an eye on them and make sure that all their needs are met. It could be that you and this mentor are going to have to impress a foreign delegation or a new group of experts that your company really wants to get on board. You may need to attract fresh clients or a big contract that will help not only you but all the other workers in the domain where you find yourself active. Again, I'm trying to keep it as general as possible, and also I'm trying to keep my coat on. My robe, sorry, not my coat. Yeah, it's going to be really important to be specific with your language. And maybe you're going to work in a different language than the one you were born in. Some of you could speak at work German, French, even though you are not at all those cultures, right? We have here the star. Oh, gorgeous. So guess who's going to be the main attraction? Guess who is going to be the person in the spotlight? All eyes are on you at work. Take it as a source of pride. Imbue yourself with that energy rather than feeling like, oh, everybody's watching at me, oh, looking at me, oh my God, what if I make mistakes? No, just be confident. Be like, everybody's looking at me. Good, I grabbed your attention. Now here is what I'm going to do. Okay, let me blow your mind a little bit. We have here the chariot, the victory, success, things going full speed ahead, yeah? A mile a minute. Progress that cannot be tamed. Progress that is just going to stampede all over you, yeah? We also have here the months of July and February as being really important career months for you. I also see here with, yeah, exactly. So I see two men here, or two manly energies, King of Swords and King of Pentacles. So this is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. These could be your energies. You could be an air sign or an earth sign, take it as it applies, and the mentor could be either of the two that is not you. And these could be because at work, a lot of us, both male and female, we step into our masculine energy. Even if you're a woman watching this, this could actually be the energy that you carry within yourself at work. You activate your masculine side, your king, when you are at work rather than your queen when you are at home, right? So I see that a lot of financial carefulness, attention to details in terms of contracts, especially contracts that come with resources attached to them, making sure that things are being paid on time, that the numbers are clean and correct, making sure that bills are checked, and that there are receipts for everything. That's going to be really important at work in the coming period. And in the next one, it's kind of like your mentor is going to give you ideas to develop, to grow, and to expand. There is a feeling of receiving really good advice, and you should follow it because it will give you money. Yeah, you're gonna make a lot of money if you follow what this mentor is telling you. So again, you are not in competition with this mentor. You are in a power imbalance situation. This person is on top of you in all ways. I hope not physically, God forbid, that it will lead to something of that nature. I don't see any boundary cards, so I don't think that boundaries will be crossed. This is purely professional. This person really wants to help you become somebody in the field, yeah? They really believe in you. They see themselves in you, like a younger version of themselves or a more inexperienced version of themselves that they really want to help. It's almost like this person is fulfilling some sort of parenting wound through you, and that's why they want to help you, because it's kind of like they're helping the relationship with their own child if they have issues with the child, or if they don't have a child, it's like you are a child, a professional child in their eyes, and they want to help raise you. And it's quite sweet because you will have success with the chariot, guaranteed. You will have success. You will launch forward full speed ahead, and things are going to come at you fast. So if you follow what this person is saying, you will actually attract a lot of clients, attract opportunities, attract awards, attract bursaries, more money, definitely. You're going to be able to expand, grow, and get more money, get better paid. So I see that in the coming period, it is better for you to work in a partnership as a team with somebody else than against this person as a competitor. I see that with the support of the community, you are going to fall into a very solid occupation that will make you feel safe and protected. Finally, a steady income. Finally, a steady schedule. Finally, things are rooted, grounded. I can rely upon something at work, and I don't need to stress out so much. I can actually enjoy my life for once without stressing over if I'm gonna eat something tomorrow or not. And speaking about eating, my stomach is growling, so I need to go and get a nice snack. Thank you so much for listening. Nice snack. I don't know. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna eat. But thank you so much for listening. Eating is also, related to that hunger, that ambition. Yeah, and I feel that there's a lot of ambition in the collective. A lot of people want to make it and they want to be top dog in the coming period. But try not to be disappointed by the competition. Try not to be deflated by the competition. Competition is good. It improves the quality of services and products across the board. It's one of the founding principles of capitalism, right? So take good care. I feel like a lot of exciting things are coming your way. Wow, I really need to stop this reading right now and go and grab a snack. Thank you for listening. I hope you're also grabbing a snack. I hope you're taking good care of yourself. If you want to get in touch with me for a personal reading, check the links in the description box or in the comment section. I placed them there for your perusal, your amusement, your interest. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. Take great care, and I cannot wait to see my next one. Wow, that was a long outro. See you next time. Bye.